Dude, you gotta have a poker face like me.
New official sponsor. Gray Harbor Digital is a performance digital advertising agency that works with top brands like Capital One Shopping, Honey, and Lotto.com. Check them out online, Gray Harbor Digital. I know we're not going to drop this right away, but I guess we'll kind of talk about it. And you kind of mentioned it to me and said, you know, you're working on it last time I talked to you. And so I'm really excited about this, and whatever you can share with, I appreciate. But you saying that the Run Good series could be coming to the Horseshoe. That's what it sounds like?
Yes. So I've been in talks with them, just waiting on all the like licensing stuff they got to do. Like they have to register with the state of Maryland as a vendor to come out here. But yeah, I mean, everything is rolling along smooth. It's going to be in the middle of September. It's going to be the 12th to the 17th, September 12th to the 17th. So yeah, I mean, everything's moving along. It's going to be a 6-day stop. If all goes well, which I think it will, it's going to turn into a 10-day stop the next time. And then I'm going to try and get them here as much as possible, maybe even twice a year, because I actually had a business trip out in Kansas City to go see how they run their event out there. It was amazing. Their floor staff is great. Their dealers are great. Tana, I don't know if you know him. He's the guy who started Run Good. He's the owner of Run Good. So hung out with him. He's a wild slot player, so you guys will get along great. Yeah. Check his Twitter out, man. Check his Twitter out, man. He's got a good one from Harris, Kansas City. But it's Run Good is when I became assistant manager, I was like doing stuff with George, who was my old boss, and I told him, I was like, look, we need to bring tournaments back. You know, we only do tournaments on Friday, Saturday. We got to bring them back. You know, we try to do them daily, but people weren't really playing like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We weren't even running them at all. So, one thing I wanted to do was I was trying to focus on tournament poker, and I kept tabs with them. Made friends with Tana last year in a meeting. Followed him on Twitter. I told him I was going out to WSOP last year, so I was like, "Can you give me some swag?" He sent me a box of like 15 shirts and hoodies, and so he took care of me. And I was actually wearing a Run Good shirt when I won that one. That's my profile pic was one of my profile pics on Twitter.
We actually did an unboxing because he sent us some stuff as well. And
nice.
And in the picture that I won at your satellite event, I'm wearing the Run Good hat in there as well.
Yeah. So. Like in cursive, right?
Yeah.
Yep. I saw a lot of that stuff, man. I mean, it's good quality stuff too. It's not like it's cheap or, one sleeve's longer than the other. It's not from Marshalls.
Yeah, it goes from a large to a small after one dry cycle.
Thanks for all the free stuff. But yeah, he gave me so much stuff. I like gave stuff to my friends, and I was like,
we got some stuff from him. I got a hoodie, a T-shirt. Yeah, I wear that shit all the time. I love it.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's the poker gear right there.
Yeah. So the 12th to 17th, is that going to be one event, or is there going to be like different events each day? I mean, from what you know yet, like how does that run? Because this is the first time, if I'm correct, that Run Good has been up in the Northeast, right? I don't think they've ever been up here.
It's it'll be their official first one, like on the East Coast. I think they do stuff in Jacksonville, but
they do something in Florida.
It's mainly like Midwest, California, like they do like Jamul. But yeah, it's mainly like Midwest, Horseshoe, Council Bluffs, Tunica, like spots like that. But I mean, they're trying to expand. Obviously, once he told me, I was like, "Let's go!" Like this is what I wanted last year. We didn't get it done last year, but they got availability. Pitched it to the higher ups at Horseshoe, and they love it. So we're trying, because we're not getting the circuit back probably. I don't know why. I won't get into all that, but they're doing their own thing. So we're bringing Run Good here, and Run Good has a good following. If you look at their like social media, shout out to Haley. She does all like the social media and photography for them. But they just market it really good. And they get the ambassadors, they get like Jeff Platt, they got Jamie Kerstetter plays in events. So hopefully I can have a say in like what ambassadors come. But yeah, I love that whole vibe, man. And I was out there for Kansas City. It was a pretty big field for the main. You know, it was pretty big. Bigger than I thought.
Jamie's a New Jersey girl, so I have a feeling she'll probably maybe make an appearance if.
Nice, that'll be great.
So to get back to it though, so is it like is there a bit different events, or is it one main event, or like how does that work?
It's going to be different events. So each event will have a ring, by the way. So if anybody doesn't know Run Good, they do their own rings. They report to Hendon Mob. You know, it's all a tour that's been going on for 9 years now, I think. But so it'll be, I think 9 or 10 events, ring events. I'm not sure, but I know it's 3 events a day, and there's some saddies to the main as well. Our main event is between 8 and 1100. I haven't decided yet. I got to talk with Tano. We got to hammer out that, but it's going to be between 8 and 1100. So that's what Run Good's known for. It's like, it's a mid-major tour.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I was going to highlight that I know that from the series that I've seen them run in the past, like they're affordable tournaments for most people to be able to play. Like they're not like a $3,500 main or like
exactly.
Like you can get in for a couple $100, and like it gives the the recreational player, maybe the guy who doesn't have that deep bankroll, an opportunity to play some solid tournament poker, get that hardware, get that ring, and get a little bit extra cash in their pocket. So I know, speaking from experience, like, we've been spoiled here where we're at. We got Borgata, a couple other venues, but they haven't always rolled out those low buy-in events for
right. Usually their mains are like 3,500, right?
Yeah.
Like Borgata,
Yep.
That's expensive, man. I've sat it into a big one for like 2,500, but never put up 3-4K of my own money for one tournament.
Yeah.
That's so that this is more on the affordable side, and it's still good players. It's not like you're playing against a bunch of nobodies. Like you're gonna see some semi pros, and I'm hoping to see some actual pros come through.
Yeah, I
think
you're
like yourselves, hopefully.
You got jokes. I'm nowhere close to a pro. I mean, Callie's on the up and up. He's probably close.
We can do my picture unveiling on that week when I show up there for my main event win.
Dude, I'll back up the Brinks truck for you with that, man. I'll get everything for you.
You got to roll out the red carpet.
Yeah. Who's a famous painter right now?
Yeah. Well, I literally just wrote down in my book right now. I wrote down. I'm crazy schedule guy, so I wrote down my book right now for that week that the series is going to go on. I'll keep in touch with you when we release this, obviously, to make sure that the dates are so good and all that. But I mean, I'm definitely like planning on being there. I know you're not doing the circuit, but like the good thing about tournaments is that's how I got introduced to the Horseshoe was through the circuit event. So like tournaments bring people in.
They do 100%.
Outside of that realm, and I kind of always talked about this before with like other casinos and stuff. Is like, I know it costs money to bring these companies in, but the thing about it is like, obviously you want to make money and profits and all that, but at the end of the day, like you have all these people coming into your casino, and like maybe the tournament you break even, you make a little money, but all those degenerates are going into the slots, they're going into the pits, they're spending money at the restaurants, like they're spending money on food, like the casino, it's an overall win for the casinos. Like it just brings in so many people. It's a win-win for sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, and that was my major point when I was pitching this to the higher ups. Is like, look, we don't have any tour anymore. There's nothing. Poker players travel. They look for they mark this stuff on their calendar, like you just did. Even people who don't play professionally, like they're like, oh, like this is 3 hours away. I got Virginia, I got DC, Maryland, Philly, Jersey, so I'm expecting a big crowd, and Run Good has a big enough following that they're going to bring enough of their own people too.
I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be, depending on like what other events are going in the area, but if you got a good week that week and, there's not the major casinos here aren't doing stuff, you're going to get tons of numbers from the Northeast. They're going to come down. I mean, you're going to get people from New York. They're going to drive down. They'll drive 3-4 hours and stay for 2-3 days, like easily. I mean,
the other, live in MGM when they run stops, they are like their own in-house series. They always crush it. I mean, they did like the tournament poker out here is very prevalent. Like I play with these guys, and I've dealt to these guys. Like I know who the good players are. We have like really good players, and a lot of people like tournaments. They really do. It's a different kind of poker. It's not the same as cash games, and people like running deep, man. They like going deep, and they like getting that Hendon mob up, and they love all that stuff. So that's what I'm trying to do. And this is the ticket. I believe that since I talked to them last year, is like we need you guys. It makes sense. They're the first stop on the East Coast. Why not be Baltimore?
Yeah, I'm super excited about it. I really am looking forward to it. Like I said, I try to plan myself out months in advance, so this is definitely going to be on there. And obviously, we'll be spreading the word through our leagues and our friends and our podcast, obviously. So I'm glad that you were able to come on.
Discord on the Discord. I've been on that, man. I've checked some of that stuff out. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. We're trying to build
all that stuff. I'm into all that stuff, like the comic book movies. I love the MCU, and I watch wrestling still. Don't judge me. Like I'm into all. I like the Discord's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, that's the kind of whole idea behind Nerdthusiast. Like we're all just a bunch of nerds that like certain things, and we just kind of band it together, and we're like, like Brian's been collecting video games since the day I met him. The dude had the biggest
nice
I've ever met in my life.
Video games. I have I'm a huge Rocky fan. Grew up on all the Rocky movies. I have like all kinds of memorabilia, like figurines, all kinds of stuff. Like
that's what's up. I can kind of tell from your background, the fatheads, TO.
Yeah, I got all like if I could change it around, you'd see I got like every movie poster from the Rockies. Like, I mean, I don't know, man. Just all that niche shit, collectibles. I'm into it, so it's cool. It's definitely something that.
We're gonna get along great because I'm into a lot of that same stuff too. So, but yeah, poker is. I'm glad you got it on there because that's just another bunch of nerds that we got too.
Yeah,
poker people are nerds too, man.
Absolutely.
Just in a different way. What about the money? What about the money?
Well, I want to thank you for coming on, man. I really appreciate it. Spending some time, kind of giving us the info, the inside scoop of what's coming. Look forward to be able to announce all this. And we won't. So it sounds like we won't cross paths because me and Brian will be out there for the main event. So you'll be out there in June. But I wish you luck, man. And then if not,
if I run good, I'm staying out longer. Trust me.
Well, yeah. If you ship a bracelet, maybe we'll see you then. You
already know. I've already planned for that. So
nice.
Let's hope, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Sick.
Well, thank you. And so real quick, you want to drop some of your Baltimore social media, Twitter stuff that people can follow you and see what's going on down there?
Yeah. So the Twitter is @BeMorePoker. I control that, so I just post like pictures from tournaments, high hand stuff, upcoming tournaments, upcoming stuff like that. And then the other page is the Horseshoe Baltimore Poker Room. That's for the Facebook group. Do the same thing. It's it's essentially the same thing as the Twitter. Trying to get an Instagram. Had a meeting with someone about that, so hopefully getting that. I'm just trying to get it on as many eyeballs as possible. So
yeah,
that's the social media. And then obviously we're on Bravo too.
Cool. So make sure you guys and girls at home follow, see what's going on down there. A lot of great tournaments, and we just want to thank you again. And make sure that everyone at home, make sure you follow us on Nerdthusiast, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all the great social sites. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.
Yeah.